What's up, y'all? So today I decided to make some spaghetti. This is spaghetti my way, okay? So yeah, don't come for me. But I decided, that I would record it for y'all. I'm cooking spaghetti, salad, corn on the cob, and some garlic bread. So yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, give me a big old thumbs up. And I will see you in my next one. Okay, so for the spaghetti, we need ground beef, of course. And this is my 4.5 pounds of ground beef that I usually get. Make sure you check out my grocery hauls. I have cut it up into 4 pounds. And then I have a 1/2 pound over here. So for my spaghetti, I'm going to take 1 pound of ground beef. And as you can see, your girl is struggling a little bit, but it's all good. We're going to get that meat in the pan. Okay, so now that I got the meat in the pan, I'm going to take the remaining ground beef and just put each section into a plastic bag and then flatten it out and put it in the freezer for later. So now I'm just going to turn up my stove a little bit to about medium, a little bit over medium. And then I'm just going to break down my ground beef. I prefer my ground beef to be chopped all the way down to little smaller pieces. I don't really like it to be chunky, but you can do whatever you prefer. It's all up to you. Okay, so I have the ground beef broken down a little bit, and I'm just going to take some of my minced garlic, and I'm going to put about a teaspoon. I say it's about a teaspoon, might be a little less than that, but I'm going to put a teaspoon of minced garlic in there. And for my spaghetti, the main thing is going to be like garlic. I'm using everything garlic, so now it's time to season the meat, and the first thing that I'm going to take is some garlic salt. I'm not going to use regular salt, I'm just going to use garlic salt, and I'm probably using about 1/2 teaspoon, probably less than that. Don't even look, I don't know about these measurements, but I'm not really using a lot of salt. So then I'm just going to take my seasoning salt or seasoned salt by Lawry's, and I'm doing the same thing, about the same amount of seasoning, not too much, just enough to cover, your meat. And then the last thing that I'm going to take is some pepper. And I'm just sprinkling that all over just to get some color on the meat, you know what I'm saying? And I almost forgot my onions. I'm going to put about, I don't even know. We're going to say about a tablespoon of chopped onions, okay? I don't know. We don't measure stuff, okay, y'all? We know how it's supposed to look, okay? So yeah, make sure you mix your meat up and get it brown and chop that meat down or whatever. I'm sorry if I'm a little raspy. I'm getting over a cold, y'all, so bear with me. But you just want to chop it down, get brown it or whatever. Make sure that you're mixing that seasoning and it's getting all over the meat. So now we're going to take our pot and we're going to fill it up with some water. And we're going to put the stove on about medium heat as well. Then I'm taking 2 eggs because me and Bae love eggs in our salads. I'm taking 2 eggs. And I'm just stirring my meat just so it don't burn on one side. Gotta make sure it's cooking evenly, cooking right. Okay, so the meat is brown and I'm just making sure that, you know, I keep it moving or whatever. I don't want it to burn. Y'all see all this grease, so once it's cooked, I'm definitely gonna drain the grease. I like to wash my meat off with water. I don't know about y'all, but I just don't like all that grease. So I'm definitely gonna wash it off. Not wash it, y'all, rinse it, okay? Y'all might take that too literal. But while the meat is still browning, I'm just gonna take some Great Value spaghetti noodles. It's my first time using the Great Value, so I'm gonna see how they cook, how they work. But I'm taking about half of the box. I think I have a 16-ounce box. So I'm taking about half of that, which is 8 ounces. So I'm gonna break those in half. I'm just showing you that that's about half the box. I really got a little bit more than half. Yeah, so I'm gonna break those, and you know, your girl was struggling. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but a few of them was breaking. So the ones that was breaking, I just let them drop, you know. Finally, okay, cool. Didn't break my damn horn. But next, I'm going to season my noodles. You gotta season your noodles, okay? I'm putting garlic salt in there, just a little bit, just because it got the garlic in it. I probably should have just used the garlic powder, but it don't matter. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of more salt just so that the noodles actually pick up on the flavor, because it's a lot of water in this, so you want to make sure that the noodles actually take in some of that salt. So once I got the salt in, I'm just gonna stir it up, mix it up, make sure the noodles is breaking apart, not sticking together, nothing like that. So I'm just making sure this meat brown and is done cooking, which it pretty much is. So now I'm just going to go and rinse the little grease off of the meat, okay? I'm gonna rinse it about 2 or 3 times. So I'm back and the meat has been rinsed off, and I'm just gonna put a few more onions in there. Just because, you know, I did rinse it off, I don't want it to lose a lot of flavor, but trust me, it still got some flavor in it, okay? But I'm gonna put a little bit more garlic in there as well. I'm telling you, the garlic is gonna have it booming. I love garlic. Maybe I'm just doing the most. Everybody don't like garlic like that, but I am definitely a garlic lover. So yeah, I'm just gonna mix the garlic in or whatever. And that little water that's in there, I'm just gonna turn this stove up just so it can like evaporate. And my noodles are pretty much done. I know a lot of people like to cook theirs to al dente, but that's a no-no this way. I like mine to be done. I don't like, they not overcooked and soggy, but they're done. I don't like al dente. To me, it still got a little chew to it. So yeah, I'm using this corn. It's by Great Value, and I don't know why it's so beat up, but I'm not buying Great Value corn no more, because I didn't like how they was looking. But anyways, I was gonna cook the corn at the back I mean, y'all really don't need to see me cook no corn. It's really not that hard to cook corn, but I just figured I'll just use the 2 front eyes so that y'all can see better. So the meat is pretty much done. The water has evaporated, and so I'm pretty much about to just take my eggs out of the water, drain my noodles, and add the meat. Okay, so I'm just gonna move the corn up to where the meat was cooking at, and now I'm just gonna dump the meat into the pot with the spaghetti. I know a lot of people do this totally different, but this is my way. Yeah, so I'm just gonna dump it in with the spaghetti. Now, the meat is in, so I'm just gonna take my spaghetti sauce. I'm using Hunt's garlic and herb. That's the one I always use. I get it for $1. And I just dump that right on in. Now I'm just taking some diced tomatoes, and I'm dumping that right in there. Alright, so we're just gonna mix it up real good. And then once it's a little mixed up, I ain't really trying to mix it up just yet. Not until I season it up. But I do want that heat to start touching that sauce and get up off them noodles. So I'm gonna just turn my heat up just a little bit because I do want my sauce to thicken up. So now it's time to season this because we gotta get it right and tight. So garlic powder is gonna be the first thing that I put in there. And then I'm gonna put a little pepper in there because, I mean, what dish don't you put pepper in? I mean, you put pepper in like everything, right? And then I gotta add me some more minced garlic, and I was about to dump the whole jar in there. Then I had to tell myself to just stop getting out of control. And then I'm gonna add a little garlic salt, not too much. And then I got one more ingredient, my secret ingredient. I know a lot of y'all gonna probably talk stuff because it be a big old debate on Facebook all the time. Does sugar go in spaghetti? Yes, it does. I'm telling you right now, it go in spaghetti. So I'm just gonna get my sugar and dump it in. Now the camera cut off on me as soon as I was trying to pour the sugar in, but I put, I'm gonna say about 3/4 cup, half a cup, 3/4 of a cup. I don't know, somewhere around there. I don't think I put a whole cup of sugar in there, but yeah. So that is all, dog. That's it. That's all you need for this spaghetti, okay? You're just gonna let it cook and let it, you know, get thick and let all the seasonings and the sauce and everything just come together. And I ended up moving the spaghetti and the corn because why would I have that little bitty pot on that big old eye and this big old pot on the little bitty eye. I don't know, just tripping. But yeah, so I switched that around and adjusted the heat to match. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with that right there. I'm gonna let these corn on the cobs cook and let this sauce thicken up over here. And yeah, we're gonna move on to the salad. So I got my boiled eggs, and y'all, this was the worst. I ain't never had this hard of a time peeling no egg ever in my life. I must have really overcooked these, y'all. I don't know. And I'm using the premium romaine salad. I usually get the iceberg lettuce, but I'm over the iceberg. The last bag I got just really tasted funny, so I'll just stick to the romaine. So once I have both of my eggs peeled, I'm just going to chop them up. And you ain't got to get all fancy, you know, just do your best. Chop it up however you can. So once I got my eggs all chopped up, I'm just gonna dump those right on top of this salad. And then we're gonna move on to the bacon. Now y'all know I was extra petty for trying to use this little bitty knife. I don't even know what I thought I was doing. But I'm just gonna go on and get me a bigger knife and chop this up as best as I can. Still had some little stubborn pieces I had to chop up with my hand, break apart with my hand, but it's all good. So once I got that done, I'm just gonna dump that right on top of my salad. And then the next thing is cheese, of course. So I cooked my breadsticks in the oven off camera, but this is the finished product, you guys. Tell me what you think about it. I do gotta be a little ratchet and put some cheese on it. I don't know if y'all like cheese on y'all spaghetti, but it's something about that processed cheese. But yes, this is it. Comment down below some different vegetables or seasonings, even meat that you put in your spaghetti. Just let me know, whatever you do differently to your spaghetti. And as always, give me a big old thumbs up if you like this video. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.